In this video, we'll be diving into the fascinating world of photovoltaic cells and exploring how a team from Stanford University in America has developed a groundbreaking new technology that makes it possible to generate electricity from solar panels at night, even when there's no light. But how exactly does this technology work, and how much electricity can be produced? Let's find out. In 2020, photovoltaic cells produced an impressive 760 gigawatts of energy, which is equivalent to almost 600 nuclear power plants. The potential of solar power is enormous. In fact, recent research indicates that the entire world's electricity demand can be met with just the surfaces of house roofs. But when we think of solar cells, we tend to think of them as harnessing energy from the sun's rays during the day. However, what happens when the sun sets and the world around us is plunged into darkness? Well, that's where the Stanford University concept comes into play. To understand this concept, let's first take a look at how the conventional silicon-based solar cell works. These cells consist of two layers, one positively doped and one negatively doped. In the presence of light, the electrons in the cell become excited and tend to migrate back into the negatively doped layer, generating electricity. However, without light, the charge difference simply equalizes, resulting in a voltage too low to power any devices. Now, here's where the Stanford University concept comes in. During the day, the solar cell heats up to a scorching 150 degrees Fahrenheit or 65 degrees Celsius. As night falls, the lack of sunlight causes the cell to cool down. However, something peculiar happens. The cell becomes even colder than the surrounding air. This is due to the laws of thermodynamics, where heat always flows from a hot source to a cold sink. With the temperature close to absolute zero, space becomes an ideal heat sink. The solar cell then radiates heat into space in the form of infrared radiation, and this phenomenon can be harnessed to generate electricity. The Stanford University concept harnesses the power of the thermoelectric generator and the Seebeck effect to generate electricity through temperature differences. When the solar cell cools down at night, there's a temperature difference between the cell and its surroundings. This temperature difference creates an electric potential, or a voltage, which drives the flow of electrons through a circuit and generates electricity. The Seebeck effect plays a critical role in this process by converting the temperature difference into an electric potential. This effect occurs when a circuit made up of two different metals or semiconductors experiences a temperature difference between its two ends, which causes the flow of electrons to generate a voltage. The thermoelectric generator then converts this voltage into usable electricity. Scientists have already demonstrated an output of 50 milliwatts per square meter of the solar surface, indicating promising initial results. Now, you may be thinking, 50 milliwatts per square meter? That doesn't sound like much at all. And you're right, it's not. In fact, it's only a fraction of what a typical solar cell can produce. But here's the thing, that's just the beginning. Scientists predict that with further research and development, the efficiency of this technology could be increased by a factor of 40. That means we could potentially see yields of 2 watts per square meter, which is a huge step forward in the world of solar energy. And the best part? This solar cell can produce electricity 24 hours a day. Yes, you read that right. Even at night when the sun isn't shining, this technology can still generate power. Of course, the electricity yield at night is still lower than during the day, but it's a start. The possibilities are truly endless. Imagine a world where we can produce clean, renewable energy around the clock without interruption. A world where we no longer have to rely on fossil fuels or other non-renewable sources of energy to power our homes and businesses. It's a dream that's becoming more and more of a reality every day, thanks to the hard work and dedication of scientists and researchers all over the world. If you're someone who cares deeply about the state of our planet and the future of renewable energy, then you won't want to miss out on the latest updates and innovations in this field. By subscribing to our channel, you'll gain access to exclusive content and stay informed about the latest breakthroughs in renewable energy technology. So hit that subscribe button and don't forget to share this with a friend who's also interested in making a difference. Together, we can work toward a brighter, more sustainable future for generations to come.